going. I've had my 2 bollockings on a day. First yard I went to, you was driving too fast down that road. Well, the road's a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit. Sorry, 10-mile-an-hour speed limit in our yard. But he did let me out, so I can't
turn left, Thorn Lane.
As I fucked up, I got the proper turning. And then going into that second yard, I jumped the queue. So now I've texted to see if I've got a reload. He told me I'm going to a place called Lund, between Selby and Driffield. So I'm just going to head there. I've texted him for my details. If he don't want to give me him, it's his own fucking problem, isn't it? I'll drive there. I've hardly got any fuel left. So
At the end of the road, turn right, Barnvidam Road.
which road do you want? Little sheep road.
Turn right.
Word magic.
Word magic?
How words can be used as magic spells. Words are not just elements of speech or writing, because they can be used to strengthen the effects of magic, which is the art of
After
directing
300
and
yards,
controlling energy.
cross the roundabout, first exit, Barnvidam Road.
When spoken out loud, words transform into frequencies and vibrations that can be used to direct energy. This is one of the first steps to creating magic effects. Most people will laugh at the idea of magic being real, but only if they knew what magic really is and how magic is being used to control them. They wouldn't be laughing then, would they? The world is dominated by magic. Until you train your eyes to see how magic is used to control you, you will never know how the world really works. The controllers who pull the strings of politicians are well aware of how magic works. Many of them actually practice the art of magic, which is why they are sometimes referred to as the dark magicians. Unfortunately, they like to use magic for power and evil purposes, instead of using it to change the world into a better place. The most powerful thing in the universe is energy. If you learn how to control and direct this energy, you will become one of the most powerful people on earth. Why do you think the controllers, the dark magicians, are so obsessed with magic and energy? What is the definition of magic? Here is an excerpt from the book titled Word Magic: The Powers and Occult Definition of Words, that explains what magic is. The word magic is derived from the Old French word magique, Latin magicus, and Greek magikos. One of the earliest definitions of magic is the art of influencing events and producing marvels using hidden natural forces. Magic has a strong relation with magnetic and electrical energy. Did you not notice that the word magnetic has the word magic in it? Take out net and magnetic, and you are left with the word magic. The art of magic is often practicing along with certain words and sacred geometries. The common words that are used in magic rituals are the words that produce powerful sound tones when spoken out loud. These sound tones have powerful vibrational patterns, which are used to direct and control energy and harness its power. Sound is able to direct energy for the reason that it carries certain frequency patterns that attract energy to flow in a controllable manner. Furthermore, sound is one of the natural forces used by nature to create crystalline structures and sacred geometries, which are some of the building blocks of matter. Power of words. Once you know how words, along with sound, can be used to direct energy to produce magic effects, you will know that words could be as powerful or even more powerful than swords. When you move the letters around in words to the front, you get sword. This is not an accident. Nearly all words in the English language are carefully designed and put together in a way that produces magic effects, so that the creators, the dark magicians of these words, can trick you into playing their con game. Is this hard for you to believe? Are light bulbs flashing like crazy on your head right now? If not, you still have a lot to learn, because you do not even realize that you have been slaved.
I'm my own slave though, mate.
Maybe this quote from The Matrix could help wake you up.
Once I put the accountant off.
Morpheus. The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now in this very room. You could see it when you look outside your window or when you turn on your television. You could feel it when you go for a walk, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. Neo. What truth? Morpheus. That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage. Born into a prison
No, I would have been a
that you
bondage.
cannot smell or taste or touch.
The best morning routine for manifesting more money is an alpha meditative practice. You may be wondering what that is.
I'm not interested.
A prison for your mind.
Not yet.
The Matrix is not just a movie. It was an experiment done by the dark magicians to see how people would react to a movie that was telling them the truth in a metamorphical kind of way. The dark magicians like to tell you what they're doing to you, or planning to do to you, in movies and in TV shows. The binding powers of words and contracts. Another word that they like to use into playing their con game is contract. When you separate contract in half, you get con and tract. As a verb, the word con is defined as a swindle or trick. As a noun, the word tract is defined as a brief treatise or pamphlet for general distribution based on the two definitions. When you put con and tract together, you get a deceptive treatise or a treatise full of trickery. When you sign a contract with a corporation or the government, you are agreeing to a fraudulent and deceptive treatise. In other words, you are being conned. The good news is that pretty much all the contracts you've made with corporations and governments and government agencies are fraudulent, since they do not come with full disclosure. How to decipher words to find their deeper meanings and intent. If all you do is look at the common definition of a word, you will never know the deeper meaning of it. To find its deeper meanings, you need to look below its surface, dissect its layers, and look at it from many different angles. This means that you may need to use an etymology dictionary to find the origins of the word. Split and rearrange the word using the art of anagram. Once you find the origins of a word, dissect its layers and look at it from many different angles. the true intent and meanings of the word magically become noticeable inside your mind. So next time you look up a definition of a word, do not only look at its face value, but also look at its origins, prefix and suffix.
And trust me, it takes a day to write 10 line.
How words could be used as magic spells. When you speak words, you are casting your thoughts and vibrations into the Earth's magnetic field, or magic field, which is the energy field that creates the reality of Earth. If you are not careful and say certain words together, you can actually cast a spell without even being aware of it. Have you ever wondered why one of the first things they teach you to do in school is how to spell? When you go to school for the first time in your life, you are taught the alphabet, which is made of letters that are designed using sacred geometry.
My mother taught me the alphabet. My
These
mother taught me how
letters
to
are
fucking subtract, multiply.
which are written symbols that represent
Scolded, fuck
ideas.
all. Open a book and I'll be back in 20 minutes.
One very important thing
Coming
you
back
need to
slinging
know
a
about all
coffee
written
facts.
symbols is that they are created into existence from the egg, the duck, and the serpent, the lion. The egg and the serpent are important symbols in the religion of secret society. After learning the alphabet, you are taught how to spell using letters of the alphabet. This is to prepare you for the day you could cast magic spells through the use of spelling. Did you notice that magic spell and spelling have the word spell in them? This is no accident. It is right in your face. The hidden intent of spelling is to cast magic spells. Most people are too ignorant, lacking in knowledge, so that they have no idea what they are actually doing when they yell harsh words at one another, using swear words or curse words. They did not call them curse words for no reason. Are you starting to see the big picture yet?
Oh yeah.
Why do you think most parents tell their kids to stop cursing when they use swear words too much, even at a subconscious level? We intuitively know that it is not good to use curse words too much. Maybe next time we should listen to our intuition and do some research to find out why we feel that way. The main reason why they teach you how to spell words correctly is to make sure that each letter or geometry is arranged the same way every time you write something. This will help you strengthen the effects of certain words. After learning how to spell words, you are taught to cast those spellings into sentences, phrases, and ideas without teaching you about their magic effects. The purpose of this is to prevent you from knowing the true intention of language, so that the dark magicians can control your mind using magic spells. Their magic spells cannot control 100% of your mind, but they do affect your mind more than you realize. Just like how subliminal messages can affect your subconscious to a large degree. By now, you should know what I mean when I said earlier that nearly all words in the English language are carefully designed and put together by the minions of the controllers, the dark magicians, to trick you into playing their con game. Most other languages are also created for this purpose. How to protect your mind from spells of the dark magicians. One of the most effective ways.
An electric car Toby could call his own, found on Auto Trader and delivered straight to his door. With the biggest choice of cars for home delivery, we'll help you find your match. Auto Trader, Britain's biggest matchmaker.
Ways to protect your mind from magic spells is to become more aware of them and how they are being used to control you. For example, when a magician does a magic trick, the magician can fool you into believing that the trick is real. However, if you figure out how the trick is done, you can no longer be fooled because you know it is an illusion. In other words, you have become aware of the trick and it cannot deceive you anymore. The magic trick example is similar to how dark magicians are using real magic spells to control your mind. Once you realize that magic is real and become aware of how dark magicians are using magic spells to control you, then their magic spells lose their effects. Your awareness is one of the most powerful spiritual powers that you have. Learn how to use it wisely, and the dark magicians will not be able to control you.
Well, like the judges.
To learn how to use power of your awareness wisely, you need to learn the right knowledge. With the right knowledge, you can increase and strengthen your awareness.
Oh, I can't wait, Mr. Judge. I'm taking you on.
Since you now know how magic affects you, next time you make a wish using words or yell at someone using curse words, you may want to think twice before saying those words. Like they say, be careful what you wish for. This article was written by Pao Chang, and you can visit his website at energyfanatics.com.
Yeah. Funnily enough, he was taught that at school. Well, I was. Roughly about 10 years old. Never got mentioned again. Saying is how you read things, interpret it, and write it down. It helps with me because I've got a blunt tongue, and I don't mind getting a good slapping. Just to prove a point. Like DVLA throwing a fine to a debt collector. I rung them up yesterday actually. Still deny they owe me money. Well, I forewarned them last night, you'll be getting a formal letter of notice because I won't be paying because you picked on the wrong person. That's why you sent the fucker back. Instantly, the next day, receiving a letter. You shit your little pants. Debt collectors. Years ago, like I say, years ago, I would have paid it. Panicked. In fact, 6 years ago, I had 6 bailiffs on one company, Jacobs, all pounded. £250 per letter, man. And like a book, I've already said this once, like a book, I grew a load of cannabis, sold it, fucking paid the fine off with it. Because you ain't having my money. You can have your illegal shit. So, and I don't do that anymore. Until I move. Because I've spoken to a few businessmen in my life and they don't get an honest one. Successful, that's what the ways out, a successful businessman is not honest. Corrupt day is long. They'll shit on the friends, they'll shit on the family to get what they want. Well, I won't shit on my friends and I won't shit on my family, but I'll shit on any big corporation that I don't really give a shit about. What can they do? I think it was 1991 I was a fisherman at the time. I didn't really give a fuck. I loved that, in fact. I had all my mates on the back row. He demanded to see how much money I had on me. Well, I had 7 grand. I pulled out a wedge, it was falling on the floor, and when I got 100 quid here. Because I won't call a judge, your honour. You're just like me, mate. You're a fucking bit of skin and blood. Skin, blood and bone. On the phone while overtaking and nearly cut me up. Fucking! Get off your fucking phone, you stupid cow. PF10 OKW. You need fucking reporting, you silly cow, because you nearly clipped me front end. Fucking. Saw it. Playing on a phone. On a steering wheel. Grassing people up or snitching on people, but if the likes of us reported people on the phone and got 20 quid for it, I'd make about 200 quid a day just off that alone. Society wants a bunch of little snitching fucking slaves all dressed up in day glow COVID like fucking traffic cones. It's like that place we've just been to, Richie, whatever it fucking was, Trapways. And lorry drivers not allowed to wear shorts. Why not? Moaned at me for climbing on my trailer. Moaned at me for not having an eye, that's all. Moaned at me because I was parked the wrong way. Moaned at me because I fucking jumped the queue. I soon calmed him down when he was giving me all the shit. I said, I can soon be face back, not a problem, is it? Putting up a big fuss because there was 200 lorry drivers at the gate at the place. Putting up the fuss is getting you no good, is it? It's just stressing you out. If you don't want me in, I can reverse back, not a problem. And he let me in. He calmed down and he let me in. Then he come over and moaned about my hat, moaned about me fucking the wrong way round. Yeah. My answer to that was there's always one, isn't there? This time it's a Grimmy. And he just walked off. I'm here to put up with your fucking attitude, clown. I'm always pleasant when I go to a place. And 95% of the time I'm always pleasant when I leave the place. But when you get little Joey's jumping off a fork truck and ain't fucking Irish, safety boots. What I'm wearing thing's got fuck all to do with you. Has it? Calling me yesterday for these fucking trainers that I've got. Oh, I don't think they'll load you. I said, do you want me to kick you? I said, because I will fucking hate you. I said, I'll keep that warm, but I'll probably put an hole in it. So, because they look like trainers, they're comfortable. Loaded me anyway. They just like to have, they like to think they're the boss. British Gas like to think they're the boss. All big corporations like to think they're the boss. It's like CCS Collect last night when I was talking to the manager. I thought he was the boss. I had to put him straight. Although us public are in debt for a fucking DVLA or whatever, and they send you silly little bailiffs with no power whatsoever, sending us letter, who's the creditor? Because it ain't the people that's fucking sent you on us, is it? Because they ain't got no money. It's Joe Public is your creditor, which means you're the boss. Now fucking back off. And they do. Honestly, they shit the pants. They fucking, especially when you get a manager, it would have been a clout. It's like another one I pulled. I only rung them up to piss them off. I like to upset them nowadays because I ain't got a contract with them. Not getting no money. They've sent it back, so I just annoy them like they do us. At least once or twice a month, just to fucking remind them they owe me money. They told me blatantly I'm not going to get the money off them. So I said, the next step is a formal notice, mate. And then it'll be a formal demand. And I will be speaking to a solicitor, not a citizen's advice, because they're part of the club. They work for the fucking businesses, the governments, that's how they get paid. It's like step change. If you're ever in debt and you're worried, you ring step change up, and suppose for your council tax, and say offer them a quid a week. Well, they did me when I rung them up years ago. They don't accept that. They're not interested. Step change don't give a fuck. They're just giving this shit advice. Well, I've learned. I've been there. I've actually done it. I'm not one of these that's just going to say things because I've heard it or my mate's doing it. I'll jump in fucking feet first with my head fucking. I'll just do a dive bomb. Like I say, I'm going for my mortgage now. Let's get the ball rolling. Because I'm not after a free mortgage, I'm not after a free house, I'll pay for it. But if you sold it and it's illegal, I want half the fucking money knocked off. Otherwise we'll go further route and I'll not pay you at all. I've already told them once, you fucking, because they was trying to repossess me, one company. So if you repossess me, you'll be repossessing a derelict fucking building because I'll burn every bastard joist in the house. I will just deliberately cut the fuckers up, get rid of all my belongings, cut the fucking joists up. Might take half the fucking walls off, sell the bricks, because on bricks people are valuable. You're talking about 30p a brick to the right person. So that's what I would do. I'll take all the fucking joists out, make it a derelict building. There you go, you can have it. Because if you think you haven't been payments, mate, I'll be gone. You can't look for me in Holland somewhere. So guys, I need my phone in a minute, see if he's gave me a text, which I texted about half an hour ago. No such luck. Guy's a fucking prick I'm working with. Not in any rush. I've done my part, mate. I'll park up, go get something to eat, maybe have a nap. It might be about 4 o'clock by the time you remember to text me. By then it'll be you get fucked, mate. I text you at about, what time is it? About 9 o'clock I text you. Play the game. I'll be ringing British Gas up today anyway. I might do it in a minute. Where's my fucking letter? We'll all have a laugh at what they've got to say to me.